going forward if he makes it or if he misses it?
You know what? No, it was just one play, and you know what we talked about was if he made it, you know, we're going to be down one, so we need to go right away. If it's a tie ball game, we want the last shot. You know, we didn't want to, you know, take an early shot and give them an opportunity to score. You know, so and you know the way we scored was exactly how I drew it up. I told him Mark to fumble the ball a few times and pick it up at the last second and then shoot it. You know, so. And he listened. I mean, he's very coachable. So, no, you know, he made a tough shot down the stretch, and but give Northern Illinois a lot of credit. You know, I know they're young. Coach Montgomery, first year, and I think you know those guys they're going to be pretty good down the stretch. So I'm very fortunate and blessed that we were able to escape with a win.
In second half, just a seesaw battle back and forth. Just talk about your team's emotions, staying in it, and being able to come back and make that late rally.
You know, at halftime, I thought what we were doing and the way we were set up to guard them, you know, our players never gave them a chance, never gave us a chance to see if it worked, you know, because our defense intensity was bad. You know, guys were driving right by us and pulling up jump shot, or, you know, we just got to continue to get better at that. But I thought they responded at halftime, and I thought they came out and played tough and played pretty good. And one thing that really helped us was we were in the bonus, and I just keep telling them, hey, you know, quit living at the three-point line like we did in the first half. 12 out of 21 shots in the first half were threes, and then after, you know, we start being aggressive. Now we were getting to the foul line in the first half, and I thought that's what we did in the second half, was getting to the foul line and take aggressive shots rather than, you know, just launching up threes.
Lennox, how tough was that last shot? I mean, you mentioned you fumbled the ball, like almost two guys on me. Did you even think you'd get a shot off? I mean, and then to make it sort of almost like falling out of bounds.
Well, you know, one of the assistant coaches was yelling in my ears, said, you know, timeout, timeout, and I said no, you know, because it was. I thought he caught the ball clean, you know, and I thought he still had possession where I didn't need to take a timeout, and I figure at the worst it's going to be an overtime game, and I wanted to give him a chance to score, you know, and he's been really good in that spot, and that's why we ran that play, just because I thought he was really good there. And you know, we also got lucky. You know, luck was on our side tonight, because he catches basketball, fade away, and shoot right over them and knock it in. But that's Mark's strength, though. His strength is not shooting threes, but more, you know, mid-range type shots.
And I guess if you wanted the ball in anybody's hands in that situation, that's the guy. He's your guy to shoot that shot. I mean, you know.
Well, you know, he's been doing it ever since he was a freshman. You know, he's been carrying us on his back a lot. You know, and I know we have other guys around him that can help us get better and can score for us. But when you have a knack of, you know, where a coach lean on you so much, and you lean on a player so much, you know, it's kind of that. Gut feeling that, hey, you know, why not just go back to what's been carrying you, and you know, he did a tremendous job. I had great confidence with him, and you know, he proved me right tonight, so which is a good thing. I look like a genius of a coach because of that, but I'm sure if he would have missed it or turned it over, I would have been probably the worst coach here today.
This was your last home game, obviously, this season. What's your sense of how far the program has come? You know, for the people who've been coming here all year to watch you all play at home, you got 3 road games left, I understand that. What's your sense of how far the program has come this year? Do you still believe you're on a good, solid footing for the future?
Most certainly. You know, I think we are. You know, I mean, we went out and got beat on Wednesday against Eastern Illinois on the road, and I thought we played, you know, pretty good. It was a ball game down the stretch that we could have won. You know, but beforehand, you know, we'd go on the road and didn't have a chance at all. So I think our program most certainly is getting to where it's making steps. And if you look at the majority of our players coming back, you know, the seniors that we're losing, obviously Kevin and David, that really plays for us, and you know, Corey, that gives us a lot on the offensive end. But the majority of our guys are back, and we really haven't had that over the last 4 years, to where we have a lot of guys coming back to that can really contribute and make us a better basketball team. So most certainly, I see our guys and I see our team really made a huge step this year compared to, you know, the years before, and you know, so I expect, and you know, to be better you know, to be better next year. And like you said, we still got 3 more road games to go, and you know, it's not over yet. But what we want to do, and what I talk to our players about, and what we talk about as a staff is, you know what, you want to finish out these games on a positive high and carry it over for next year. And that's why these road games are so important, because really we haven't really won on the road this year. You know, so you want to do that to kind of give our guys confidence that, you know what, it can be done, and keep moving forward with our program to, you know, to where we can compete for championship.
Coach, this game came down to the final seconds. Had you guys lost, what reasons would you point to for the loss?
Well, you know, I first half, you know, I thought defensively first half we had no intensity. I thought Northern Illinois out-toughed us in the first half. You know, that's what I would say the reason is. And then down the stretch again, you know, the same guy who hit the winning shot I was really mad at for a while there, because I pulled him over and gave him an earful because he rebounded the basketball, kicked it off his foot. Then he came down at one time, there was probably about 20 seconds left on the clock, and he took a fadeaway jump shot, and to me that's not valuing the basketball. So yes, he got an earful, but at the same time he knows that I have great confidence in him, and obviously gave him the last shot of the game.
Did you say anything to Chris Davis after he missed those 2 free throws?
Not really. You know, I mean, guys do it all the time. For Chris though, you know, it's he's a freshman. Got to get better mentally. You know, because a guy that shoots so well from the 3, he doesn't really shoot very well from the free throw line. But part of it though, you know, and he's not the only one in the country. I've seen guys that shoot it just like that plays in the Big 10, Big 12, and all that. You know, so for him, it's just a matter of growing, and you know, for some players is, you know, can they make mistakes and move past it? You know, when he missed his first one, I really didn't have great confidence in him making the second one, because he's not at that point yet to where he can let things just roll off and say, okay, I'm gonna concentrate on the next one and knock it down. And that's why I said to the guys at the free throw line, let's run our free throw rebounding offense that we normally do off free throws. So, but you know, I mean, Chris cares. He cares about winning. He cares about being perfect. So I know he'll continue to work at it. And you know, even though we win, I guarantee you it's still bothering him that he missed those 2 free throws down the stretch.
Lennox, don't know about Mark's academic graduation stats, but he's got a year of eligibility left. I forgot. Are you expecting him to come back next year?
Are you saying he's going to go pro?
I was thinking maybe he graduate.
No, he won't graduate because he's changed his major,
Okay.
so he still need classes. But you know, it's funny that you asked that question, because he and I, even though we were riding on the same bus to Eastern Illinois, we were texting each other. He's in the back of the bus, I'm in the front of the bus, and we're texting each other for about an hour. You know, and you know, it was more of, hey, we got to keep going, we got to keep pushing, you know, and move forward, so next year we can reap the benefit, you know, get the reward of what we're putting in this year. You know, and he understands that, you know, we're every game, every day in practice is building for the future, and that's what we talked about for an hour by text. Even though he was in the back and I was up front, you know, we were just texting back and forth, and it was good, because sometimes these guys, they won't talk to you long face to face, but come Twitter and text and Facebook, they talk to you all day long. So we had a great conversation with that.
So the short answer is yes.
Yeah, most certainly, most certainly.